So we'll give it a few minutes for people to join. Um, it's a recorded session as well, so if anyone can't make it, then they'll have a recording sent to them. And hello to everyone who is joining. I hope you're doing well.
Nice to meet you all.
So we'll just give it a few more minutes just for people to join.
Sure. Yes, I can see a few more people joining.
Yep, a few more joining. Good to see you all. Hello, Prince. Hello, Lana.
Hello, Eng. Hello, Candoeir.
Magdalena, hello to you. Hope you're doing well. Okay, we'll just give it one more minute.
Sure thing. Please do hold on, everyone. We'll be starting imminently. Thank you for your patience.
Right then, should we begin?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. So yeah, just hello to everybody. I know we've said hello to everyone individually, but hello to everyone. And if you are watching the recorded session as well, welcome to our exclusive webinar here at Taurex. And we are very delighted to have you join us today. And I'm sure after this webinar, you'll be able to take something away that is valuable and that you can add to your trading going forward. This is an interactive session as well. So we do welcome questions. You can pop them in the chat, or I think you can on Zoom. You can pop them in the Q&A, and myself and Qasim will answer those. During, after, whenever people have those questions, just put them in, and we'll get round to answering them for you. Just a little bit of background about myself. I won't go on for too long. My name is Connor Woods, and I am the Senior Market Analyst and Trading Education Manager here at Taurex. I actually worked for this company a few years ago, and I've now come back. And one of the things that I've always done as a trading coach in my years doing it is I want to try and make life easier for traders, and that's why we've partnered with Pelican, who basically provide Taurex with the option to either copy vetted traders or become a signal provider themselves and earn performance fees. And that's what this webinar is all about. And that is why I am very, very excited that we have Qasim from Pelican with us today. Qasim, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. Connor, before we go any further, I should let you know my name's Carson. But totally fine. Don't worry.
Say it again for me.
Carson.
Carson. Thank you. I appreciate that because I wasn't sure how to pronounce that and I didn't want to offend you or anything like that. So
No worries. I, I
good stuff.
I have gone my whole life with it. Quasim's not even the worst I've heard, believe me. Um, my name's Carson. I work for Pelican Trading, and I am the head of client optimization at Pelican. And we've partnered up Pelican and Taurex to produce this copy trading app. And in many ways, don't think of me as a finance whiz, or I think the kids call them the finance bros. I am very much I partnered up with our team of developers to make this app, and so I'm here today to just walk you through it, show you how to do anything and everything via this app, and what the appeals are, and why it could be a great copy trading solution for you.
Fantastic. No, it sounds good. We're very excited to see that as well. So, just quickly before we go into that and we show everyone how that the app works, etc. How did the tell us a little bit about the collaboration between Pelican and Taurex. How did that partnership come about? Because obviously you've been here a few years now, right?
Yes, yes. Pelican, what we are a FCA regulated entity, and we were actually the first entity ever to be regulated for copy trading. And we've gone through many iterations. I think at first we were meant to be WhatsApp for traders, but it turned out traders can just use WhatsApp or Telegram. And we sort of stumbled upon copy trading and its appeal a fair few years ago. And we first partnered up with Zenfinex, which was Torex's
Yep.
previous. And although we've had a partnership, it's always been like a passive option at the back in the background for users that are really keen to use it. Following last year's success, where we saw quite a number of signal providers do really well and generate profits for their copiers as well as generate profits for themselves, we, as of 2025, are trying to push this a lot more. Right now, we've got the app, but we're going to hopefully roll out the laptop, the web version, desktop version as well, and come out with single sign-on. And so uh, we're at a start of a quite exciting year with our Taurex and
Mm.
Pelican partnership.
Fantastic. No, it sounds great. Okay, so shall we get into the start of it then? Shall we see how this works? Of course, if anyone does have any questions, I know Kurtzon, you raised your hand. I think if you put a question in the chat section, or you can put it in the Q&A if you have any questions, then please feel free, and we'll be sure to answer those as soon as we can. But yeah, Qasim, show us how that works.
Perfect. All right, guys. So this here is copy trading by Taurex. I've got my physical phone here, and I'm just going to share my screen as I go through it. It's going to be quite old school in that sense. So what I'm going to do is going to show you how to create an account, how to link your trading account, and then both what you can do as a copier and as a signal provider. So first and foremost, when you open up the app, which you can download from either App Store, Apple's App Store, or Google's Google Play Console, you'll see two options here. Log in, first time here, open an account to get started. So what you want to do is you want to create an account with Pelican via this form. It's pretty simple. It's pretty straightforward. We've all done it before. You enter your email, password, name, phone number, country of residence, etc., etc. I'm sure we've all done this a billion times, whether it be with Netflix, Facebook, admittedly Taurex as well. So you're going to need to create another login for this, but it'll take you 10, 15 seconds. Once you've done that, you then want to log in with said email that you've with said login that you've just created. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy and paste my login that I've created earlier. And I'm going to click login. And what will happen now is I'm just going to log into the app with my Wi-Fi. It will bear with me.
It's always the way, isn't it?
It really is. I was just on his app 5 minutes ago,
Yep. Yeah.
10 minutes ago, and there.
There we
Oh, do
go.
you know what? Do you know what? That was me. I just didn't click login. You've got me nervous. With all these people, with all these attendees. I'm click, and I just didn't even click login. Dear me. All right. Apologies, everyone.
So click log in, everybody. If you're going to do it, make sure
Login.
you click log in.
Exactly. I'm not a cool professional streamer, so forgive me. Like I said, I'm so yeah, forgive me. So now that we're in, we've got you logged in to the app. You can see two pages. You can see Discover and you can see the Account tab. Now, the
Okay.
Discover tab here, this is kind of where all the great content is. It's where all the signals are on the app. But before you do anything, before you click on any of these and click copy, you want to connect a trading account, okay? And with these trading accounts, you'll have Taurex will have provided you one on their online portal, MT4, MT5, etc., etc. And so what you want to do, and this is difficult, everyone, you need to click link an account. You actually need to click the button. Then you want to choose select server, and then like I said, with Taurex, you would have given a server, an MT4, MT5 server, an MT4, MT5 account number, and a password. And
Yep.
so pretty straightforward in the sense that you just enter in your trading account number. I'm going to enter this one. Then you want to enter in your trading account password. And then here you've got a decision. You want to choose to be a copier or to be a signal provider. I'm going to show you how to copy trades at first.
Yep.
And now I'm going to click done. And now what's going to happen, and this can take a couple moments, is I'm now connecting your trading account with the app and the copy trading ecosystem as a whole. Okay.
Nice.
And so what's really important to note here is it's got to be the right MT4 server, the right MT4 account number, and the master password. But on your Taurex portal, you'll have those laid out quite bare and obvious. And that's the really important thing, because in order for you to do any copy trades, it needs to be on a trading account. And so, um, and and so that's what the important step, connecting both the app to the trading account. And once you've done that, you're ready. You're ready to begin your copy trading journey. So, you'll notice here, now that I've connected my account, there are two extra tabs, trade and positions. But let me walk you through the Discover page first.
Okay.
So the Discover page here, this is our bread and butter. This is unique to Pelican, and this is what makes this Taurex copy training app so appealing and brilliant. Is you've got access to all of these signal providers from across the Pelican network. At the top, you've got just a raw ranking of top strategy providers that have been given a highlight from us. And then if you scroll down as well, you've got some further categories that just separate each signal provider into very little buckets. So you've got low drawdown, medium drawdown, high drawdown. And then further on, you've got top three strategies, new strategies, etc., etc. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you, say, Holy Grail. So
Yep.
this is Holy Grail. He's a top signal provider. You can see at the top, he's got 1,713 copiers. That's those people are all copying him, like you guys hopefully can as well. If you can see at the top, you've got his performance return history. It's based on the time-weighted return methodology. If anyone here in the chat's interested in that type of stuff. If you scroll further down, you've got various statistical snapshots. So you can see since their account creation, they've got an overall realized return of 9,000%. The live return's a bit smaller than that because you can see they've got some open trades that are yet to hit profit. But
Yep.
overall, you can see here he's absolutely killing it.
He's not
It's
bad. Give him
He's
that.
not bad at all, isn't he? And like I said, something that's more to emphasize, these returns here are all based on their trading account. Pelican, we are an FCA regulated entity. We're also regulated by Cyprus in the EU and soon to be Mauritius in America. And we partnered up, of course, with Taurex, one of the world's most renowned brokers, with many regulation. And so all of these returns are based on their live trading
Sure.
account. If I was to scroll down, you can see here various other statistical snapshots. So their total trades, what percentage of them closed in profit, what percentage of them closed in loss. And then at the bottom, you've got a pie chart here, just detailing which instrument Holy Grail likes to copy.
Yep.
What's important, Connor, is when you go through the app, you'll notice we have a plethora of different signal providers, all with their own unique different returns, because these are all individual, unique traders with different trading accounts, having different strategies. The idea is, the hope is that you as copiers can go through the app. If you have a specific person in mind, say your friend, you know your friends on it,
Mm.
you can look them up and copy them, or you can just go through the app and choose someone based on their drawdown, etc. Now, what I'm going to show you, Connor, is I'm going to show you how you'd want to go about copying the Holy Grail.
Yeah,
So,
how would you start that?
so the way you do that is you click the big yellow button saying copy. But remember, guys, you need to actually click the button. When you click copy, you'll see a number of things. There's the performance fee, 30%, which is really interesting. I'll come on to that later when I talk about
Yep.
the providers. And then you've got the trade size here. You can choose up to four different options of how you want to copy them. Um, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do mirror master size, i.e., I'm going to replicate the same size as the signal provider. And then I'm going to quite simply, quite straightforwardly click agree and confirm, consent to these terms and conditions, click OK, and then consent to this risk warning. Now, what's happening is Pelican's technology, Pelican are just setting up the copy trade relationship between me as a copier and Holy Grail as a signal provider.
Wow. That's
It now,
quick.
yeah, it now means that as soon as Holy Grail opens a trade, the second he opens a trade, I will open the same trade. When he closes the trade, I will close the same trade. And so it now means that I'm on this journey with Holy Grail.
Mm.
I can replicate his trades. And it's just a really good tool if you're new to trading and you are interested in it, but a bit unsure about how to start. It's a great way there. It's also just a great tool if you're just getting a bit disillusioned with lots of losing trades. Although you can't guarantee returns, um, you can see what he's done in the past,
Mm.
and so yeah, it's a good way. It's a good way to it's a good way to like pick up any interest in trading as well.
Yeah,
Uh,
or if you was learning, so like say for example, people have just started trading, they're learning, people are keen to get involved, aren't they? So you could always have the copier set up alongside you learning, right? Because if the goal is to trade self-sufficiently, which is, a good goal to have, you could always have that running in the background on a separate account. And of course, it goes without saying that it's all relative to the account size you have, right? So depending on what, percentage he risks, it will risk that percentage on your account. So you don't have to have an account which matches his deposit size, for example.
yeah, you know what? That's an excellent point, Connor. So for example, you can see he's got a balance in equity of 27,000.
Yeah.
I've only got a balance in equity of $1,000, and I quite sillily um, did mirror master size, meaning I'll replicate his trade size. But I need not do that. All one needs to do is they can just choose these one of these four other options. So there's fixed size. Fixed
Ah,
size basically means that every trade that he does, I will replicate. I'll open and close it at the same time, but the trade size will be different. So he could do a trade worth one lot. I can do 0.01. I can do any size. I can do higher if I wanted. Then there's also mirror master size, whereby, like I say, I replicate his trade size. But then importantly, we've also got these two options here called proportional by balance and proportional by equity,
right.
where what Pelican does is we automatically look at the trade size, of the trade size in comparison to the equity or balance, and then mirror that proportionality to
Right.
you, to me, as a copier. So for example, if Holy Grail had, if a signal provider had $1,000 and wanted to do $100 trade, yeah. If I had $100 in my account, I would do the same trade, but instead of $100, it would be $10.
Yes. Yeah.
So, and
Nice.
like I said, you can always change this. I've just gone over here and updated my copy. Before I was copying Holy Grail by Mirror Master Size. Um, now I'm doing proportional equity. Moreover, and something that's really important to emphasize, you mentioned for beginners, people that just want to start copying a strategy provider, see how it goes, etc. The app is its own trading platform in itself. So you can
Mm.
go ahead and copy the Holy Grail, but you could also you can also do your own manual trades as well. So, for example, I have access to all of the instruments that you would normally have on the MT4, MT5 app. And I can quite simply, quite easily make any trades that I want to do. So, for example, there, I've just bought GBP USD. It's an interesting day to do it. I don't know how Trump's war on Canada and Mexico can impact that.
Brave one.
Well, we've got an Atlantic Ocean separating us, so hopefully we're a bit of distance away from that. And like you said, you can do your own manual trades here. Um, what's important to note is the this app will show you both your manual trades and your trades from Holy Grail. So here you can see it doesn't have a signal provider's name. It's blank. So that's my own manual trade.
Yeah.
Whereas when Holy Grail starts opening some trades, he hasn't opened any since we started copying him 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, I was
But
going to say, what's he doing?
well, he is an active trader.
No, it's
What
fine.
what I can on that note, though, I should mention there is an option to open up existing trades, so the trades that are open right now. But it's something you have to opt into because if you're copying a trade after it's opened already, you're going to get a different open entry point to the signal
Yeah.
provider. And so there is that option there for you, but it's something that you have to volunteer into. And what you will need to do is you'll need to look at their open trades and make that decision for you. Whereas right now with Holy Grail, the next time he opens a trade, I'll get the same open time as he does, etc.
Yeah.
Um, and
So how
so
much do we as a trader, sorry, Carson, as a trader, how much if I wanted to do that then, how much of a fee do we pay to that person? So like if you know, in profit wise, how much do we have to give to that signal provider? I imagine we have to give something, right?
yeah, exactly. These people aren't doing it out of the charity
For
of their.
free, yeah.
So what they're doing is they charge a performance fee. So what I did, by the way, just right now is I copied Pentagon and I did copy open trades just to show you. And so now
Oh, I see.
they're all trades that literally just opened a few seconds ago. These were already open on Pentagon. Then I've got a different entry price because I did it retrospectively, but it's
Yeah.
going to close when he did. I'm just showing this to you as an example of
Yeah.
what trade looks like. So with Pentagon, though, for example, so Pentagon here charges a performance fee of 30%. And might want to know, what is this performance fee? What is the 30%? So like with any hedge fund, if you go to the top hedge funds, they will charge their clients performance fees as opposed to like a monthly subscription. And the way it works is for any trades that surpass the high watermark, i.e., profit on profit, a portion of that, 30% in Pentagon's case, will go to Pentagon. Bearing in mind that does not impact losing trades. It doesn't even impact profitable trades if your overall account isn't in profit. It's only the trades that surpass the high watermark, profit on profit. And we've done that, Pelican, on purpose. We want to make sure that only winning copies
Mm,
remunerate, pay a performance fee to top signal providers. We don't want people that are losing or aren't making much money to reward the signal providers. We want to
of
make,
course.
and what's really good about this is it creates a win-win incentive for both the signal and the copier. The
Yeah.
signal provider is only going to get paid if you make money. If you're losing and they're losing, they get nothing from you. They lose money just like you are. So in that sense, you guys are a team. You're coupled up. But it's important to preface that. It's about trying to reward ruminate. It's about trying to reward these signal providers for sharing their profits.
Yeah, because normally, if you think about it from a normal, like people will probably be aware of signal providers and social media and stuff. You know, they don't really care if they win or lose, as long as you know, deposit into their broker, they're going to make a fee whether they win or lose. So it's good to know that, you know, in this situation, it's in the signal provider's best interest to win, basically. And that's not the case for most signal providers out, or pretty much all signal providers out
Yeah, exactly,
there.
exactly. Win-win situation. And to be honest, we wouldn't have it anyway from Pelican's perspective. But like I said, we're an FCA regulated entity, SISEC regulated entity, and we've been given strict instructions from said entities that you need to make it a fair relationship between both a copier and a signal provider. And that's why you've got these amazing signal providers here. If you go to any other copy trading platform out there, you won't get signal providers with these returns. You
Mm,
simply won't. It's because the best traders, the best signal providers in our space know that if they want to get awarded, they should come to Taurex copy trading. And it can be to be honest, it can be quite rewarding for a signal provider. You can see here, Holy Grail, they've got, look at their live returns since 2023. They've
mm.
got 1,700 people copying them. That's 1,700 people having this profit, paying them a performance fee. It's
Nice.
really quite lucrative. I know, like, and bearing in mind, like I said, you can scroll, not every signal provider is like this. You can go scroll through the app and you can see all the different data. Holy Grail is the best of the best. But he's earned millions from this app, and it's what's really good to know is he's earned millions, but so too has his copiers.
Yep, exactly. And he wouldn't have earned those millions if he weren't in that profit.
No,
That's the main thing, right?
it'd be right bottom up the list, and no copier would pay him a performance fee.
Yeah, yeah, and it's good that as you said, everyone will probably go, "Oh, I want to copy Holy Grail because he's the best." I get that, but there is also the option if there's something about the way he trades that you're not a fan of, whether it's too much drawdown, and you've got that option to, he's not just the only one. There's loads of, you scroll down there, and in about hundredth down the list, there was someone with 600% profit. I mean, it's incredible. So you can, recommend that you go and choose someone who suits your trading style as well if you have one.
Now, what's important to note is, so this you can really zoom in to the different brackets. So, for example, here, if you click Realize P&L on this signal provider, these are closed, so you can see every single closed trade since since their trading account was conceived, and it's all there laid out in the plainest terms. Their entry price, their close price, how much P&L they made.
Mm,
Um, and you can also see the instruments. So, for example, say Holy Grail is too volatile for you, it is too risky for you. It's trading too many different instruments.
yep.
You go to Lexo, who has a speciality, Aussie Canadian dollar. They trade one instrument, and so you'll expect them to be a bona fide expert on that instrument. And yeah, like I said, you can see 69.5% profitable closed trades, 30% losing, but overall he's just really, really quite nailing it, doing really well.
Fantastic. Nice.
So
Okay.
I showed you kind of how to copy a signal provider. What's important to also emphasize is you can do your own manual trades here, but there are some risk element tools that are available to you as a copier, should you be copying a signal. You can set your own soft stop level. You can set your own hard stop level. Okay. And so basically what this is
Yeah, what is that?
these are some risk management tools that you as a copier can do to have some control over your account. The soft stop level, what that means is as soon as you hit the 22% drawdown, you won't open any more trades. You've hit a risk threshold that you're not comfortable going any further than. And so, although your current trades will still open and they'll close when either the signal provider closes the trade or you choose to close the trade, you won't open any more. But then you've got the hard stop level. And what the hard stop level does is this is your final point. This is where you just basically don't want to lose any more money.
Yeah,
And so the way it works is it not only stops you from opening any more trades, it just closes all of your open trades across the system. And this here was done because we want our copiers to benefit from the signal providers, but we also want to make sure that you as a copier have your own like autonomy. Like
mm,
you can choose to close a trade from a signal provider early if you want to, and you've also got these risk management tools there for you as well. Um,
brilliant.
for like I said, for any trade that you do, although like I said, I'm not a trading expert. You probably always want to set your own take profit or stop loss. Yeah. And this here is just another tool that you can have. that isn't just looking at a one-off trade, it's looking at your whole account as a whole.
Fantastic. No, that's very important, and I guess that means as well that obviously if you're trying someone out and it isn't quite going well, if you just left, because people will copy trades, they'll probably imagine that they just disappear and think, yeah, that's just going to go off and be fine, and then they'll come back to a big surprise if that signal provider has a down period. And what this does, I imagine, is it lets people move on to someone else. If they think, right, I'm going to try this person out, and this is how much I want to lose with this person. And if this person doesn't, cut the mustard, as we say, then I move on to the next person. And without doing that, as I say, if you get someone who's on a down period, then you're not going to know what you've got a maximum drawdown. Then you could lose it all, sort of thing, in theory. So that's a very important tool to have. I'd recommend anyone using that.
Like you won't really care if Holy Grail like had all of his profit, but when you just started copying him that period where he had to close those you won't care about what happened earlier. So you want to have those risk management tools. But
Yep.
also, Connor, you raise a good point. You can connect as many. So what I've done here, I've actually done something that I would never recommend. I'm copying two signal providers on the same trading account. Um, what I would always recommend doing is I'd recommend having one trading account for each copy, because, like I said, this risk management drawdown isn't looking at just the Holy Grails trades or the Pentagons trades. It's looking at all of the trades.
Mm.
So what you can do is you can actually connect as many different trading accounts as possible. Um, what I did earlier was I connected as a copier. What I'll do now is I'm going to connect as a signal provider. And but the point being is you could have one trading account for the Holy Grail. You could have another
Yep.
trading account for Pentagon. You can even have a third trading account as a signal provider. If say you like, if say you're more confident in yourself and you have friends or family that you want to share your trades with, or if you just want to go on a app and get any random stranger copying you and paying you a performance fee, do it. I really recommend it.
Nice.
But the point being is, look, you can see here I've connected two different trading accounts. What's interesting here is it's already populated my return. So in my other account here, because I haven't closed any trades yet, there are no stats available. As soon as I start closing them, you'll get your own stats, your own return history in the same way all the signals do. So you can compare. And so that's another reason why you probably want to connect multiple different trading accounts, um, if you are going to copy multiple signals, because you'd rather the returns show how it is for each copy as
Yeah.
an overall account. So when you connect as a strategy, as a signal provider, like I said, you just click provide strategies instead of copying. The way it works is you need to complete a risk profile. Now, this risk profile here, it just has some KYC information that you'll need to fill in. And then after that, what happens is the Pelican team will look and review your account.
Yep.
There's a reason why we have all these great signal providers on the app, and it's because we review them before we allow copiers to copy them. Forgive me if I'm sounding repetitive, but we're an FCA and CISEC regulated company.
No, it's important.
Yeah, and so we don't want any random cowboy being able to people get people to copy their trades. We want
100%.
seasoned people. And so we have some rules like a minimum account history of at least 6 months. Um, Even if it's not on that trading account, if you just get in contact with Taurex or the Pelican team and show us another trading account with 6 months, we can get you approved. But we just need to know you're not a cowboy.
Mm.
Also, another key feature is we use the time-weighted return methodology. So, and because of that, we need to make it so that every signal provider has a starting balance of over $500. Any less, and your percentage returns could be skewed. And so we want to make it so that copiers are seeing fair and accurate results. And like I said, you do this, you apply. Often within a few hours, you'll get notice, you'll get an email from the Pelican team, and you can be approved should you meet the
Nice.
requirement. And it's
Yeah.
really useful. Like I said, if any of you guys, if anyone here listening isn't a newbie, or a noob as the kids call them, uh, then go ahead and join as a signal provider. You can do your same normal trades, your same normal trading strategy, but just have people copy you and pay you a performance fee. Like say you've
Mm,
got friends, say you've got family, yeah, who probably would who are interested in trading but don't want to but would have no idea how to get started. You can bring them on board. If you're an IB as well, this is a fantastic tool for you as well. You
definitely.
like you can have your own CPA deal with a broker, but on top of that, you can also make revenue from performance fees, which, like I said, are only generated from the win-win situation, only if a copier uh, is making profit. And so it's just a really good tool for those expert traders that want to have a second source of income whereby they're earning proper performance fees. It's also just a really good tool if you just want to share wealth with your loved ones and family.
Mm,
What's important to note here,
fantastic.
for example, is Holy Grail. So look at Holy Grail's realized P&L, or just his balance in equity. It's plus $27,000. Yeah, he is absolutely killing it. He's nailed it. But and Connor, I'm just gonna let you and me know, and the people on this call, don't let everyone know. We have personally paid Holy Grail well over $2 million, and
Wow.
$2 million, and so 27,000 profit. That's pretty insane, but that pales in comparison to 2 million, and that's
Is
because
that just on the performance fees, you mean?
only performance fees. We don't pay.
Wow.
We pay no rebate. He's not trying to get people to come and join you. He is just a natural person that joined the app, climbed the rankings, and has got 1,700 people copying him. He had more, to be honest, before last month where he had to close some trades, losing trades. But like we paid him over $2 million, and that $2 million is only paid by profitable copiers. He wouldn't have made that money if his copiers hadn't been
Wow.
on it. And so it's a win-win. It's a win for the copiers for making profit, but it's also a huge W for the Holy Grail. It's and so and bearing in mind he's the best of the best, but I'm letting you know that to just show you the scale and potential of the app.
Mm, no, 100%. It's if you are confident in your trading and you can, and also you've got members, if you are someone who, because there'll be people out there who are confident in their trading, but
Mm.
remember that because you've got to show that track record, it is it is worthless if you've got to know that you're good at trading, right? And you've got to show that track record because otherwise you're not going to get paid. So it's not, you're just wasting your time. But if you are confident and you have got that track record there, and you've got the mental capacity to just trade as you normally would and just let that go, you've just seen there how much you actually earn more from the performance fees than you would on the profits on your account by quite some distance if you can get enough people copying you. Obviously, that's the extreme example, but even if you just scale that down a little bit, it's still lucrative, as we say.
Yeah, listen, there's no such thing as free money, but there is no such thing. But this is the closest thing to it because if you're making profitable trades on your own, you might as well get more profitable trades as well. The reason why it's not free money is because you're still risk. Holy Grail is still risking his balance and equity. Like he could lose what he's trading on.
Yeah,
But it's a really good tool. It's a really good tool if you're a top expert trader, and it's also a really good tool if if you just want to copy someone
yeah.
and and go on that journey with them.
Fantastic. Well, that's brilliant walkthrough. Thank you very much, Carson. I know a couple of people potentially raised their hand there. I wasn't sure if they're trying to ask a question or if you want to ask one, then I recommend you can either put it in the chat section or there. If you scroll over, there's a little Q&A button at the top, at the bottom, sorry. So if you type your question in there, then we'll be able to answer them for you. I wasn't sure if people put their hand up because it went straight away, whether it was a mistake or not. So I don't want to call them out if they didn't actually want to say anything. So yeah, you can feel free to ask that question now. We'll sort of give it a minute or so for those questions to come in if there are any. But as we said, this is also a recorded session, and everyone who registered will get the email with the recording. Is there are there any? We've gone through a lot of features there, Carson. Is there a lot? Is there anything else? Sorry, that you wanted to touch on? Have you've pretty much covered it?
Oh yeah, I've covered everything that I was intending to show you. Like I said, there's a lot there, but it's pretty straightforward. Like it's just link your trading account, choose your signal, click copy.
Yeah.
And then,
Make the profile on the app, make a Taurex account as you normally would on the Trade Taurex website. Link the two like shown here, and we've got the demonstration that you can rewatch it, and then literally press what I think it's three or four buttons, and you
yeah.
can copy someone. Or of course, if you want to become a signal provider, you can do that as well. So it's pretty straightforward. You don't need to be massively tech savvy to know that either. So yeah, fantastic.
What What I would note though is, so like I said, it's pretty straightforward that once you're in the app and linked to your account, but we at Pelican do acknowledge uh, the fact that you need to create a new Pelican login on this app that we manage. That can be quite cumbersome in the sense that you've
Mm,
already got your Taurex login and you've already got your Taurex trading account login. So what we're actually doing is we're working on integrating your Taurex login with this app so that instead of having three different logins, you'll only have two. And so that should be coming out in the next week or two.
brilliant.
That original process here, when I showed you that form, that won't be needed. You can just
Wow.
you'll just be able to click login, and then you'll be able to log in with Torex's process. And what's even better, Connor, is you'll be able to log in with Google. So you just click log in with Google, log in with Apple, and you'll be in straight away. Yeah, we're always looking to improve things for the benefit of our copiers and signals, and that's something you guys can all look forward to.
Brilliant. Well, thank you very much. So I imagine that just about wraps things up. And of course, if anyone does have any questions, again, feel free to ask them in the panelist discussion. But in the meantime, I'd just like to thank everyone who's watched or joined live. It's very good to have you here today. And of course, a massive thank you to you, Carson, for showing us that very clear demonstration. I'm sure that we'll have more of these going forward. This is the first one. So we're going to be doing some more campaigns around this. So I've even got a podcast launching soon, so maybe we can get something going there as well. So
Looking
again, a big
forward to
thank
that.
you to everyone who's joined. If you do want access as well to our Discord channel, where I've actually got a copy trading channel, should we say, in there, where you can ask questions and you can link up to the app there. Then I'll put the link in the chat in just a second. It's all over our social media anyway, so you should be able to see it. Or just message me and I'll give you access to that. I am also live streaming every day, and I'm keen to introduce this a little bit if people are interested into my live streams every single day. So more than happy to do that. And yeah, any final words, Qasim, or should we end it there?
No, I'm all good. Thank you for having me on today and making me feel comfortable. Everyone, please do reach out as well. You can contact Torex via their normal support channels. But if you also want to reach out to Pelican regarding the copy trading app, you can contact us via support at pelicantrading.io, and we're more than happy to help and facilitate in any way.
Brilliant. Okay. Thank you very much, everybody. And thank you again, Qasim. And we'll see you all in a few weeks' time for the next one. Cheers.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Connor. Bye.